and don't think that, you know, starting a business means starting an Instagram account. And
you just said social media is, in some people's eyes, the enemy.
But there's still every day 100 things.
Ask me that lovely
things you do as a creative artist.
darling one, the cleaners are coming one by one. You don't even wanna let them start.
The old ways are the best.
They're knocking now upon your door. They measure the room, they know the score. They're mopping up the butcher's floor of your broken little.
You have to, you know, be that kind of person or the other person who will go, something isn't good enough, how do I change it?
In case anyone's wondering, the first book I ever read, I got asked this as well this week, and the best book I've ever read, which was ironic, the first book and best book I've ever read is Ernest Hemingway, Old Man and the Sea. It is. Look at that. Look how thin that is compared to all the books that have been written in the world. And that, pure classic. The amount of people that haven't read it shocks me, even to this day. That, I got asked this the other day, that, the first book I ever read, I mean I probably read stuff when I was like 5 or 6, like little kid books, but that is proper first book I ever read, and the best book still to this day. Still on my shelf, I still read it now. Question answered. So there you go, to the person that asked me. What is up, people? It's me, as you know that. I thought I'd do a little video to say hello. Give a shout out to the people that have subscribed. You know, if you have a voice, if you have something to say, no matter what it is, and this is the problem right now, shout it as loud as you fucking can. You know, life is short, life is hard, and you know, more importantly now than it ever was a year ago or a couple of years ago, or if it always is. You know, perspective is everything. But it's very rare that we live in a world now where people have platforms and people have an opportunity to go, this is what I'm going to say, this is how I feel. And you should never care about what anyone thinks. You should never care about, you know, worrying about doing something before you do it. You know, you should always just go, you know, these are my opinions, these are my views, you know, this is my talent, you know, this is who I am. You know, be yourself, you know, always be yourself, you know, be authentic, you know, be true to win. That's the best thing you can do. Coming towards the end of this year. Sorry if I sound a bit ropey, being a bit run down, but yeah, you know, say what you've got to say. Always shout it to the, you know, top of the rooftops, because there will always be people who disagree with you. There will always be people who pick out, be negative. There will always be people who argue the other side of the story, more so now in this society, in this culture. But if you have a voice, and not many people do, that's the important thing to remember. Not many people actually have a voice. There's, you know, I'm sure we've all heard the phrase that you know, keyboard warriors. It's very easy to sit behind a keyboard or a phone or a platform and hurl abuse, you know, behind a username, you know, or an account, but, you know, not get recognized and nobody know who you are. That's easy. anyone can do that. But actually having a channel or an account and being public and saying stuff and backing it up, that's on a whole nother level. Whether you're an artist, whether you're a musician, whether you're a comedian, a gamer, a blogger, whether you have a podcast, whether you're an entrepreneur, whatever it is that you do, back it up and stick to it. Stick to your guns. You know, don't do it for like 5 minutes and then somebody puts you down and go, oh fuck, I feel bad about myself now. Who the fuck cares? You know, that's always going to happen. And this is the problem. You know, professional footballers have it. I saw something on Twitter today about, you know, he might get a ban because, you know, he put something out there. And that's the world we live in. But, you know, we shouldn't be like that. We shouldn't just... Everyone's going to get offended. There's always going to be that one person that's going to get offended, you know, because we live in a crazy world. You know, you can walk down the street, you know, and somebody's going to walk up to you and go, I don't like your shoes. I don't give a fuck if you don't like my shoes. They're my shoes. You know, but that's the point. You know, too many people are changing who they are to fit and adapt in today's world, and that's not cool. FYI, this is alcohol free, so I'm being good. I don't drink alcohol anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to pop in. It's been 7 minutes already, fuck me. Sorry if I swear, but this thing, I'm not sorry. That's my personality. I'm very brash, I'm very upfront, you know, I'm very direct. Even when I've sat across from entrepreneurs, people who are very successful businesses, people who have made millions, I'm like this. I don't be polite, I swear. I talk about stuff that might make them uncomfortable because I've got them in the room. I've got that podcast. I am who I am. You know, some people haven't sat down with me because of that, but that's okay. But I am who I am, and I will never change. And my message, coming towards the end of the year, is don't change who you are to try and please someone. It's the worst thing you can do. You know. And I was listening to that song that I'll play in the vlog as well. I don't care about copyright strikes because it's just stupid. But you know, I think that song really, you know, hits home with it as well. Anyway, that's all really. I hadn't really published anything for a while. I had some new Instagram followers and some new subscribers, so they can check this out and go, hey. So yeah, hit the button, subscribe, and I probably won't make something until the end of the year when I'll do a wrap up. And, you know, of all my content, a bit of a highlight thing, and a bit of a message going into, I don't even know how to describe going into next year, because this year has just been, I've got probably an extra 20 years on my face because of 2020. So how do you even sum up 2020? I'll probably need like a 3-hour video to sum it all up. I've been talking for 9 minutes already, and I've had to have this, you know, and play my guitar for a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that till, you know, a few weeks time, you know, end of December. Then we can talk about that, but not just yet. All right, peace out, guys.